Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a different kind of video. It's actually a rant video, and I'm having a bad day and I just don't know how to cheer myself up. So I figured, well, I've got some unboxings to do, but I wanted to get this off my chest first. So I'm sitting in my favorite chair in the living room, and I figured, well, I would do a video down here, and because I usually don't, I always video upstairs. So anyways, I heard something today and it really made me upset, because I can't believe, I mean, I know people do things like that, but I just, for the life of me, I can't understand why they do that to somebody like me who tries to stay away from trouble. I don't have a lot of friends because of this reason. So anyways, I'm gonna try to see how short I can make this because this camera doesn't take a long video. What happened is, as you guys know, I do have a friend that lives out here and she has a cabin. So she's away in the States. She's spending some time with her family because she's busy all year, so she needs some time off. Obviously, we all do, right? So anyways, I look in on her cabin from time to time when she's not here. Sometimes I help her to clean it up and stuff like that. So this happened maybe about, what, a week ago or so. I went over to her place to check it out to see if it was okay because it was pretty windy, and I get worried that it's gonna blow stuff around the yard and wreck things. So I usually go and do checks like after things like that. So anyways, I noticed like she has three doors on at her place, three entrances. So there's like a little rug at each door. So it was full of sand, and I figured, well, I'm gonna turn her vacuum on because she's got one of those Roombas vacuums. So I would let it run, do its thing. So I shook the rugs out and then I hang them. She's got some benches around the yard and stuff. I just hang them over the side of the arms on the benches or chairs or whatever you want to call them. So anyways, I'm in there, and then this woman and her son, they come because they've been staining her deck for her. She's got like these bars, so that's what they were working on, the bars first before they did the floors, because people were still walking on it and stuff like that. So anyways, I was leaving that vacuum, and I figured I would come back and check on it and see what it did and stuff like that. So I let it run its course, and then when I got out the door, I figured, well, the deck is rather sandy because where we're living, it's gravel roads. So, and very sandy because we've got a couple beaches in here. So obviously you bring the sand back in your home. We have the same problem in our house too. So I figured, well, I would sweep a little bit of it off, especially just in front of the door, because people will just bring it back in the house. So, and they have to be in her house too because her bedroom has deck too, and they have to get to it from the bedroom. So they're gonna be in and out as well. So anyways, it's a mom and a son. So the mom she's like bent down and she's doing the bottom of the rails on one side. So I open up the door and I say, well, I should give this a quick little sweep because I knew she was there. I wasn't gonna sweep the sand on her or her work or whatever. So I said, well, where did you guys stay in, and where is wet, where is dry? So she said, okay, this one is still wet, but this one is okay. So I said, okay, I'll sweep, and I'll try to like avoid sweeping the sand on the work because it'll stick to it, obviously. So anyways, just give me one sec. Anyways, as I was sweeping, the sun went through like the cracks in the flooring of the deck. So I didn't have to sweep it down the stairs or anything. So I said to her, well, look at that. I didn't have to sweep very far. It all went through the cracks. So she's like, oh yeah, but she's not even looking at me. It's like I'm talking to myself. So anyways, I leave and I left them to do their thing. So now today somebody was telling me, which is one of my regular customers, like I do a lot of watering plants and trees and house checks for people around here. I get paid to do that, so that's extra money for me. And one of my regulars, like they were here for like 2 weeks maybe, and they planted their lawn and they wanted me to water it every day to get it started. So I was telling her the 2 customers canceled on me, and I don't know what the reason for that was, but I'm getting worried because it's 2 people in the same week. I would understand if it's just one person, but it was like 2 of them. So I was kind of worried about that. So I was telling her, and then she said, I wonder why. She said, you should ask them. And then one thing led to another, and she was telling me that this lady that was staining the deck was telling them that she was working and I'm shaking the rugs out and the sun got on their work that they were doing, which is not true because I shook those rugs out before they got there. So, and even if it was sweeping, I didn't have to sweep it anywhere. It went through the cracks. And I told her that she was there. And you know how I knew that this person was telling me the truth? Because how would she have known that I was at my friend's house that day? And then she explained it so specifically. So it had to be that she was telling me the truth. So she said she heard that when she was at their house warming. They recently bought a house up the road here. And they had a house warming. So I don't know who else she was complaining to about this, but I really don't appreciate that. Like, don't go complaining to my customers, you know what I mean? Because that might affect my relationship with them, is what I'm saying. And I was really pissed off because I'm a peaceful person. I don't go fighting with people. Nobody even knows I'm here. When I'm outdoors, I take my dog for a walk. I water trees. And once that is done, I am in my house, very quiet. I don't play my music loud. I don't drink and smoke and have a wild party when my fiance is away. Even when he's home, we're a pretty quiet couple. So, you know, I hate that people would go talking things like that. You know, if there was a problem, she should have addressed it right away and come to me and say, well, you know, you can't do this now because I'm doing this, right? Instead of going now telling everybody things about me like that. We're all adults here, so come tell me. And then another thing is that the next day after that incident, I went back to my friend's place because I left my hoodie at her house because when I was going there the day before, it was cool, so I wore it. And I hung it on her coat rack by her back entrance. And then when I was leaving, it was warm, so I forgot it because I didn't need to wear it. So I told my friend about it, and she said, well, go get it. So I went back there, and that lady was still there. And I told her that I asked her if she could do me a favor and bring me my hoodie because I didn't want to walk in the house, you know, and stuff like that. So when she brings my hoodie, I say to her, you're still at it? And then she's like, yeah, it's really a hard job because, you know, sometimes you stay in one part and then it rains or something and then you have to do it all over again. And I'm listening and I'm saying, oh yeah. But when I was leaving, I was thinking to myself, well, if work is so hard and you don't like that job, then just quit. I mean, I know for sure that she's not doing it for free, right? Nobody does anything for free these days. No work is easy. But if you know you don't like a job, just quit, is what I'm saying. Don't complain. Then she was telling me, oh, it's a hard job, and no wonder, what's her name? I won't say my friend's name. She wouldn't do it herself because it's a hard job to do. So I should have actually told that lady when she was telling me what this woman said. I should have told her that she was complaining about doing the work on my friend's house, but I didn't really think at the time. I was just so upset, that people make a big deal out of nothing, is what I'm saying. And even when she was telling me that this work was hard, she should have said, it's a hard work, and if it rains, you have to do it all over. And like yesterday when you were sweeping, some of the sand got onto our work. It was simple like that. You don't have to be fighting and saying it in a bad way. Say it nicely, then I would apologize, because that's the type of person I am. I apologize for my mistakes. I own up to them because I'm an adult. Unlike her, she must be what, 10? That she goes complaining to other people about something like that. I don't know if she was just making conversation or if she just wanted some reason to complain. But I'm pissed off because she can go telling things to my regular people that I do stuff for, and maybe change their opinion of me. I mean, sometimes I think it doesn't matter what she says, because she isn't paying my bills. She doesn't pay me, so I don't care what she says. But then I think to myself, well, people here know her longer than they know me. They might very well take her side and say, well, oh, but we know her, and maybe she's being pretensive because we didn't know she was this type of person. You know how people are easily swayed sometimes. But yeah, I know I was pissed off, and then I told my mom because I wanted somebody to talk to, and she says, well, you know, don't let people get to you. It's not worth it. Some people live to be like that, to make people miserable like themselves, is what she said. And I was just thinking too, if somebody genuinely likes you, it don't matter what anybody else says about you. If once they like you, they like you. They don't care what anybody else says. They wouldn't believe them, right? They're not easily swayed. Their opinion of you can't change. But I don't know. But like I said, I want to have no more dealings with her. I won't be looking at her anymore. And once I am done with somebody, I am done. And trust me, my family knows that, because that's the type of person I am. If you can hurt me once, you can do it again, and there's no forgiving in this. I think she must be just jealous because people that I do work for, they appreciate my kindness, they like me, and they probably talk good things about me, and she must be jealous about that. So I don't know what it is, because like I said, I'm a peaceful person. I avoid trouble. If I see a big fight up the road there, I'm gonna stay away from that. Trust me, I'm not even gonna get involved. I might call the cops, but I'm not going to part a fight or anything. But I am a nice person to myself, I know it. And sometimes I know you do things unconsciously and you don't know, but like I said, if I had done something and it affected her work, she should have said. Then all would have been good. But still, some people, they would still find a reason to talk. Yeah, so that was what I wanted to vent about, because I don't know if it's because of her I'm losing customers or what's going on there, but there's something strange. But I'll just have to wait and see, I guess. Yeah, so we've got some dark clouds rolling in now and then. I wish it would rain. It rained a little bit yesterday, but not too much. The other side of the lake seems to get all the rain. Anyways, guys, so that was my rant. I hope you guys don't have to deal with a situation like that. The best thing for me to do is just to ignore her and stay out of her way. I was gonna actually confront her and ask her if I did something wrong and tell her what I overheard, but I'm not going to, because it might just come out the wrong way, or I might be so pissed off that I might ask her in a rude way, so I'm just gonna leave it alone. Okay guys, well, thanks so much for watching, and yeah, I have an unboxing to do. I might very well do it in the living room here because it's nice and comfortable out here. I've got some windows open and it's starting to cool down. Okay guys, well, thanks so much for watching and see you soon. Bye bye.